Epicurus versus Epictetus, who offers better life advice? Throughout history, philosophers have sought to answer the timeless question of how to live a fulfilling and meaningful life. Two of the most influential figures in this domain are Epicurus and Epictetus. Epicurus, the founder of Epicureanism, emphasized the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain as the ultimate goals of life. In contrast, Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught that true happiness comes from virtue and the mastery of one's own mind and reactions. While their philosophies offer differing approaches to achieving happiness, both provide valuable insights that remain relevant today. This exploration delves into their teachings, examining their core ideas, practical applications, and ultimately assessing who offers better life advice. Epicurus and Epicureanism. The life of Epicurus. Epicurus was born on the island of Samos in 341 BCE and founded a school of philosophy in Athens known as the Garden. This school was unique for its inclusive nature, welcoming women and slaves, groups often excluded from philosophical discourse. Epicurus emphasized friendship, community, and the pursuit of simple pleasures as essential components of a good life. His teachings focused on the importance of achieving a tranquil state of mind, free from fear and anxiety. Core teachings of Epicureanism. At the heart of Epicureanism lies the pursuit of pleasure and the avoidance of pain. However, it's crucial to understand what Epicurus meant by pleasure. Pleasure as the absence of pain, Epicurus distinguished between physical and mental pleasures, advocating for a life that minimizes suffering. He believed that the absence of pain, aponia, is the highest form of pleasure. Intellectual pleasures. Epicurus emphasized the importance of intellectual pleasures, such as the enjoyment of philosophy, art, and meaningful conversation. He argued that these pleasures often lead to greater happiness than transient physical pleasures. The role of friendship. Epicurus placed immense value on friendship, viewing it as one of the greatest sources of happiness. He believed that relationships contribute significantly to our overall well-being. Fear of death. Epicurus famously argued that fear of death is a significant source of anxiety. He posited that death is nothing to us, as when we are alive, death is not present, and when death comes, we are no longer there to experience it. This perspective encourages individuals to live fully in the present. Practical applications of Epicureanism. Cultivating simple pleasures. Epicurus advised individuals to focus on simple, sustainable pleasures, like a good meal, a walk in nature, or quality time with friends. By appreciating these moments, we can cultivate lasting happiness. Pursuing knowledge. Engaging in philosophical inquiry and seeking knowledge can lead to intellectual satisfaction. Epicurus believed that understanding the world and our place in it diminishes fear and anxiety. Building meaningful relationships. Prioritizing friendships and nurturing social connections contributes to a fulfilling life. Epicurus taught that the joy of companionship is essential for emotional well-being. Epictetus and Stoicism. The life of Epictetus. Epictetus was born a slave around 55 CE in Phrygia, modern-day Turkey, and later gained his freedom. He studied under the Stoic philosopher Musonius Rufus and eventually established his own school in Nicopolis, Greece. Unlike Epicurus, who emphasized pleasure, Epictetus focused on virtue, ethics, and the importance of controlling one's reactions to external events. His teachings were recorded by his student Arrian in the Discourses and the Enchiridion. Core teachings of Stoicism. Epictetus' philosophy is rooted in the idea that true happiness comes from virtue and the mastery of oneself. Dichotomy of control. One of Epictetus' central teachings is the distinction between what is within our control and what is not. He asserted that we should focus solely on our own thoughts, beliefs, and actions, while accepting that we cannot control external events or other people's opinions. Virtue as the highest good. For Epictetus, living in accordance with nature and reason is paramount. He believed that virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-discipline are essential for a fulfilling life. Acceptance of adversity. Stoicism teaches that adversity is an inevitable part of life. Epictetus emphasized that it is not the events themselves that cause suffering, but our reactions to them. By cultivating resilience and accepting hardship, we can achieve inner peace. Practice of mindfulness. Epictetus encouraged mindfulness and self-reflection, urging individuals to examine their thoughts and behaviors. This practice allows for greater self-awareness and aligns actions with values. Practical applications of Stoicism. Daily reflection. Epictetus recommended setting aside time for daily reflection to assess how well we have lived according to our values and principles. This practice fosters self-awareness and personal growth. Premeditatio malorum. This Stoic exercise involves visualizing potential challenges and adversities before they arise. By mentally preparing for difficulties, we can approach them with greater calm and resilience. Mindful acceptance. Learning to accept what we cannot change is a crucial Stoic practice. By focusing on our responses rather than external circumstances, we can maintain our inner peace even in turbulent times. Comparing Epicurus and Epictetus. Fundamental differences. Pursuit of pleasure versus pursuit of virtue. The most significant difference between Epicurus and Epictetus lies in their views on happiness. Epicurus advocates for the pursuit of pleasure as the ultimate goal, while Epictetus emphasizes virtue and self-mastery. Attitude toward adversity. Epicurus seeks to minimize pain and suffering, whereas Epictetus encourages embracing adversity as an opportunity for growth and resilience. For Epictetus, challenges are tests of character. Role of emotions. Epicurus embraces emotions as integral to the human experience, advocating for the pursuit of pleasurable experiences. In contrast, Epictetus teaches that emotions should be managed and rationalized through reason, striving for emotional detachment from external events. Common ground. Despite their differences, both philosophers share some fundamental beliefs. Value of friendship. Both Epicurus and Epictetus recognize the importance of relationships and community. They understand that meaningful connections contribute significantly to our overall happiness and well-being. Focus on the present. Both philosophies encourage living in the present moment. Epicurus promotes savoring current pleasures, while Epictetus teaches the importance of mindfulness and self-awareness. Philosophical inquiry. Both philosophers advocate for the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom as essential components of a good life. They encourage individuals to engage with philosophical ideas to better understand themselves and the world. Who offers better life advice? The question of who offers better life advice, Epicurus or Epictetus, ultimately depends on individual values, circumstances, and life experiences. Epicurus, the case for pleasure. Epicurus may resonate more with those seeking happiness through enjoyment and fulfillment of desires. His philosophy encourages individuals to embrace life's simple pleasures and prioritize emotional connections. In a world often marked by stress and anxiety, the Epicurean approach may provide a more accessible path to happiness for many. Relevance in modern life. In today's fast-paced society, where stress and mental health issues are prevalent, Epicurus' emphasis on cultivating joy through friendships, intellectual pursuits, and simple pleasures offers practical strategies for enhancing well-being. Balanced approach to pleasure. Epicurus promotes a balanced understanding of pleasure, urging individuals to consider the long-term effects of their choices. This perspective encourages mindful consumption and sustainable living, aligning with contemporary values around health and well-being. Epictetus, the case for virtue. Epictetus, on the other hand, may appeal to those who value self-discipline, resilience, and moral integrity. His teachings encourage individuals to cultivate inner strength and focus on their character rather than external circumstances. Resilience in adversity. In times of hardship, Epictetus' philosophy offers a robust framework for coping with challenges. His teachings on acceptance and the dichotomy of control can empower individuals to navigate difficult situations with grace and composure. Moral compass. Epictetus' focus on virtue provides a strong ethical framework for decision-making. His emphasis on aligning actions with values fosters integrity and accountability, which are crucial for personal development. Conclusion. Both Epicurus and Epictetus offer valuable insights into the pursuit of happiness and fulfillment, but their approaches differ significantly. Epicurus emphasizes pleasure, community, and the appreciation of life